Deebo Samuel, what's up with him? 48 hours plus now until the draft begins. Again, I just do not see the 49ers trading this guy. I do not see the 49ers acceding to his wishes. And I know that's the way things are going in the NFL. Star player, certainly star wideout, says, I want out. I want to go somewhere else. And they have been accommodated. So the 49ers had their pre-draft press conference yesterday, and John Lynch did it solo. No Kyle Shanahan. And this was John Lynch had to say when the subject of Deebo Samuel's trade request came up.
I can't ever imagine, wanting to move on from Deebo. You put yourself through the exercises of, even though we don't have a first-round pick, you have to be thorough in this process and prepare for everything. And so you go through and do that. He's just too good of a player. I mean, you think of 2019, the 36th pick, to come up with someone like Deebo who, to me, has just been a game-changing player for our franchise. I've told Deebo this. I think he's the perfect illustration. Herm Edwards used to talk about when will meets skill, you've got the opportunity to be special. And I think Deebo probably embodies that as much as anyone. He's got tremendous will. He's a very talented player. I think by virtue of the way he plays, it's inspiring. And so to me, that entails leadership. Do you make people around you better? He checks that box. He's a great teammate. And, I think of things like prior to games, I get out there and he's always throwing the ball with the fans. I think he's been a great member of our community. So we've got nothing but love for him and nothing but appreciation for what he's bought. But you just don't let guys like that walk. So, I can't envision a scenario where we would.
Yeah, I can't envision a scenario where we would. I don't blame you, John Lynch. As Daniel Jeremiah, my draft colleague, Combine colleague, NFL Network colleague, said yesterday on the program, I remember this at the 2020 draft. We were talking going in 2021 draft last year. We did it again, and we might do it again this year. Who knows? We haven't gotten to Vegas yet. A segment called Finding Deebo. Right? Like, who can come out of the draft that can do what Deebo Samuel does? And find their way to a team with a coach who knows how to use the right thing for that player. We're all just guessing. We are guessing as to why Deebo Samuel wants out. Can't be because the team can't win. I understand that it's a new quarterback there, and I told everyone don't take the cheese that he wants to leave Trey Lance. That's why he's out. Well, he's not working out with Trey Lance right now as the team is, doing their Trey Lance is doing what all quarterbacks do, which is having a bunch of players together to get on the same page. John Lynch said that they feel that Trey Lance is ready, so let's discard that whole, Jimmy G might start again anyway. It's going to be Trey Lance's show, and having Deebo there will be so crucial for it. Don't take that cheese unless you want to believe Devontae Adams left because he wanted to get away from Aaron Rodgers and Tyreek Hill left because he wanted to get away from Patrick Mahomes. That's ridiculous, obviously. So let's not apply this here. It can't be that he wants to be on the East Coast. He's spending his time training in Los Angeles. Wouldn't he spend his time all the time on the East Coast if he didn't want to play on the West Coast? I don't know. It's possible. All of these things are correct. Latest thing is that he and Shanahan aren't good. Because why else would Kyle Shanahan not be at the pre-draft conversation with the media, as he was last year? Lynch said that he was grinding tape on the 61st overall pick. That's their first pick this year because of all the picks that they gave up to go get Lance last year. So he said that he's grinding tape. You'd think he would have been grinding tape on the 3rd overall pick last year, but he was at the press conference. And I think you could absolutely say that Kyle Shanahan not being there yesterday is part of let's not give this any more of a news cycle than we need. let's not give Deebo anything more to either harden his stance or not. It's not like Kyle can't choose his words appropriately. He just says, he holds press conferences like he's attached to sodium pentothal. As we like to say, and I love it.
I don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow.
I know, like, we could all be dead in 30 minutes. Yeah. So why would Deebo want to be here? I don't, you know what I mean? Who the hell knows? But there's no, like, it didn't, clearly the Niners and Shanahan made a conscious decision to have him grind tape on the 61st overall pick and have John Lynch be out there because there had to be something that they wanted to make sure didn't add anything to the media conversation to this. So just not even having Coach there removes that. Let Lynch say what he said and then move on. And I think the moving on is going to be holding on to him and making sure everything as it currently is remains intact for when the draft goes and Deebo is sitting wherever he's sitting and it washes over him that the Niners are not trading him and that they all come together and the now what part of this conversation on the same page with him incredibly enriched. That's the way I'm viewing this right now. Could be wrong. Daniel Jeremiah said yesterday he thinks over the weekend that wasn't going to happen. Now he's thinking it could. Hold on, man, the next 48 hours. But I think the holding on is going to be the Niners on Deebo. I would do it. I wouldn't envision something either if I was John Lynch or anyone in the 49ers. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.